Happy New Year. 2024 is gone, 2025 is on, and I wanted to share the top 3 AI tools that have been most helpful for me in 2024, and those are also the ones that I am bringing with me into 2025. If you want to learn the names right away, here they are: SDXL, Perplexity AI, and ChatGPT. That's it. You can click away right now, or keep watching to learn why I selected exactly those ones among hundreds of AI tools, what other alternatives there are, and which ones might be most suitable for you. If you are going to click away, please hit like and subscribe on your way out. That helps the channel for free. You might be wondering why I did not select any text to audio or text to video tools. I'm going to explain that too. Now the first one, image generation. Wait. Before you hate me, hear me out. I can already see people getting angry that I did not select Flux or HD 3.5, and rightly so, as they are so much better than SDXL. I can already see Midjourney and DALL-E people are also getting aggressive as I did not name any of those two. But let's be practical. I don't have a huge bank balance. Most of us don't. And from the point of view of affordability, SDXL seems to be the best balance between quality and affordability for me. Now, people might argue that Flux and SD 3.5 are also open source and you do not need money to run those, but that is not exactly true. We are forgetting the hidden cost of these AI tools. They need expensive graphics card for them to run efficiently. I can still run Flux and SD 3.5 with my NVIDIA 12GB card, but it takes minutes to create an image. And that is not at all feasible for professional work if I am going to use it regularly. Now, for those that can afford, there are several choices now. If you can get a very good graphics card, Flux might be the best one right now with a robust commercial usage policy and unmatched quality. If you are someone whose work needs you to move around a lot, you cannot invest in a PC at home because you are always on the go and you need to work online from your laptop, then I would recommend Leonardo AI. This is built on top of Stable Diffusion, a tool with tremendous capabilities, a lot of customizations. It even has a free tier that might be adequate if you are just starting out. If you are going to use it professionally, then you might need to pay for the pro version. You could do that. The developers are doing an outstanding job and they deserve all your support. When I did not have this graphics card yet, Leonardo AI was the first one that I used the most to get a taste of Stable Diffusion. If you need even more versatility online, then you should go for dedicated SD solutions like RunPod.io or RunDiffusion. There you can rent online GPU and run Flux and Stable Diffusion with all its bells and whistles. And if your priority is generating the most artistic images possible, then Midjourney is still the best in market. It is what I started with, and if quality is my only concern and I don't need much controls, this is what I would recommend. DALL-E was my top choice for realistic stock image-like images, and it was the best model in case of prompt adherence, but that was on the first half of 2020. After Flux and SD 3.5 has released, the competition is pretty fierce and they are kind of similar. So right now, DALL-E does not have anything much unique to offer, so I'm not going to consider that. As per my knowledge, they still have a free tier, so you should go and check it out. Virtual Assistant. The next one was very tough. When this personal assistant type large language models first released, the choice was much easier. They all had their own strengths, they all had their distinct weaknesses. So if you wanted to use for one specific purpose, you knew where to go. But right now, over the months, all of them have evolved so much that the lines between them have almost completely blurred. For me, the top three were Google Gemini, Claude, and ChatGPT. In the end, I settled with ChatGPT for two main reasons. Number one, prompt adherence. ChatGPT is very good and better than the other two for following your exact instructions. When I publish a video on YouTube, YouTube's AI automatically creates a transcription for that entire video, but it lacks the punctuations or capitalizations and everything. What I do is I copy that entire text from there, paste it into ChatGPT and ask it to add proper punctuations and make those grammatically correct or add capitalizations. So for the people that are using subtitles, it becomes easier on the eyes. While ChatGPT did it perfectly every single time, I had to correct a few words where the YouTube's AI did not catch my pronunciations correctly, so I had to correct them. But otherwise, it was almost perfect. In case of Claude and Gemini, however, they always changed the text. They added something, they changed it in a better way, they summarized the text, but none of these two, and also Perplexity, did ever produce a perfect text for what I want. So ChatGPT it is. And number two is their release of O3 model last month. This model is significantly better than all other AI tools till date. Not just better, significantly better in all the tests. So I am eagerly looking forward to that. There are also some other free open source options available, but I do not use any of those because they do not satisfy one basic criteria for me, that is mobile compatibility. I cannot use those in my phone, so those are out of questions for me. If you want an open source solution, you can check them out. Now I know you people might be expecting a video generator or an audio generator, especially since I am making YouTube videos and those could really be helpful for me. Even if I was watching a video like this, I would have expected such a tool in the video. But as I already said, this video is about tools that satisfy my own personal specific needs and utilities. There are some really good AI audio generators out there right now, but I refrain from using them because the copyright claims and strikes, the line is very blurry right now. There are already some reports from other YouTubers that their channel got copyright strike because of using AI generated audio or AI generated music. And with the way YouTube's copyright policy works, and it should work that way to protect the individual artist and other, but it becomes very easy to misuse those same procedures. And as I am building this channel, I do not want to risk that. Therefore, I am using a dedicated paid audio service for this channel, and I want to keep it that way until something much better comes up. The text to video generators are not up to the mark yet for them to be used totally professionally, but they are getting very good. The caveat I have with them is that they are very expensive, and rightly so. Generating an image already needs a lot of computing powers, and imagine generating videos where each second consists of 30 frames. That is a massive computing power, and the companies cannot afford to make them accessible to you for free. So right now I am not using any AI video generators. I hope with all of your support that changes this year. Now moving on to the third category, deep research and learning. This one a lot easier to decide compared to the previous one. There was a clear winner from the very beginning, that is Perplexity AI. No matter how good ChatGPT is as a virtual assistant, this is not even close to Perplexity for doing detailed research and learning. The results from ChatGPT are short and concise, which is a good thing for that specific purpose. For learning about things, however, nothing really beats Perplexity. Perplexity goes through different Google answers, studies them, reads them, and gives you a detailed answer, just like a human would. This is the same research that you might be doing, spending say 10 or 15 minutes. Perplexity does it in seconds. It gives you sources, related videos, related searches that you might be interested in, all at one place. You can explore from there, go in a more detailed adventure, but everything is in a highly efficient way. A lot different than what we are used to do using Google searches. It not only saves a lot of valuable times, but also points you towards answers that you might not even come across if you did just the search by yourself. I mean, who goes to the second page of Google? Right now, I haven't found any tool that does this as good as Perplexity, so I cannot suggest any other alternatives. Also, one thing I want to mention, if you are using the paid version of Perplexity, you can use Claude or GPT-4 directly from this tool itself. But that's going to change in the near future. Google has already released DeepMind that does this exact same thing. My country does not have access to it yet, so I have to wait for a bit to make the decision if Perplexity is going to keep its throne or it is gonna get taken over by Google Gemini. Subscribe now to stay tuned to the updates. See you on the next video.